So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so we've got share capital of 3.6 million. We've got a, okay, let's do this. We declared a cash dividend of $1.20 per share payable on the 1st of March. So what's the value of that is what you've got to ask yourself, because that's coming out of my retained earnings. So I've got 120,000 shares times $1.20 equals $144,000. So if I'm going my share capital, my share capital's there. I'll just put my general reserve here and my retained earnings. Alright, so my share capital is 3.6 million. My reserves are 500,000, and I've got 1,800,000 in retained earnings, and this is at the 1st of January, 1st of the 1st, 2016. Now I've paid a dividend, and it's a cash dividend. So that means I'm just going to reduce my retained earnings by 144,000. So that's a reduction in my retained earnings, 144,000. And that pretty much ticks off that. I paid the declared dividend on the 1st of March. Now I'm declaring a 10-cent share dividend to my shareholders, distributed on the 31st of July. So 10% share dividend. I've got 120,000 shares times 0.1, so I'm issuing 12,000 shares. I'm issuing those shares at $40 per share. So I've got multiplied by 40 equals 4,800,000 or 480,000. So I'm paying these out of retained earnings. So that means my retained earnings is decreasing by 480, but my share capital is going to increase by 480,000. So I've declared a 10% share dividend distributed on the 40th. The shares would be issued. Yep. The book.
Yeah. Can't see the other number.
Oh, all the way over that side.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Alright, so we've got going back over that step, I've increased my share capital by 480,000, but I've decreased my retained earnings by 480,000. And the last thing is I declare a cash dividend, so it's a cash dividend again of $1 per share payable on the 15th of November. Now we had 120,000 shares, but I've also issued 12,000 more in that last transaction, 10% share dividend. So I've now got 132,000 shares. So my cash dividend of $1 per share will indicate to me that I'm now going to decrease my retained earnings again by 132,000. And that ticks off all my transactions. And it says prepare the equity section of Lose Limited's balance sheet. Okay, let's do it. So I've got share capital. My share capital is 3,600,000, which was the start, plus 480,000 equals 4080. My general reserve didn't change, which is 1 million. Oh no, it's not. It's 500,000. And my retained earnings. My retained earnings will be, oops, 1,800,000 minus 144,000 which is here, less my 480,000, less my 132,000, equals 1,044,000. So we've got, what is it? 2 million, let's add them all up. 5,624. So that's the answer to A.
Which one is the title?
Hey?
Which one is the title as well for the balance sheet?